Hello, I'm just realizing it's end of September and I haven't done a homestead tour in I don't know how long. So I thought I better do it before good old Teddy makes landfall here in Nova Scotia, whatever that's going to look like. I don't even know. Um, but I thought I'd just show you guys what is happening on the homestead, what things are looking like. And I don't know. I don't have a plan for next year yet. I'm not sure what things are going to look like. But I'll try to update you guys when I do. So, first of all, let's turn around here. Here, I brought up my peppers and all of my hanging wind chimes and all that fun stuff. But I brought my peppers up on the doorstep because they're still growing really well. Like I have some cayennes and some jalapenos coming. My sage is doing really well in time, and I have some orange peppers growing here. My jasmine is doing well, but it's soon coming in. And our American chestnut decided to put leaves on, so that will soon be coming in. My rosemary came back from the brink of extinction. It got powdery mildew early this summer, and I treated it, and it's doing much better. More peppers over here. My lemongrass is doing well, but not liking the wind, so that's soon coming in. Got my driveway paved. I don't know if y'all can see that. And down here, in my gardens, let's see, my crane's bill is coming back again as it got smashed down by a raccoon. My new azalea is putting on new growth. My chamomile is putting out the last of its blooms for this year. My mint is flowering. That's strawberry mint there. And catmint. More chamomile, which doubled in size this year, which is good. I've got some, what is this, tricolor sage that I planted this year. That seems to be doing well. And some winter, what is it called? Winter savory, which is like summer savory, but it's a little more mild. That's growing really well. I think I'll cut some of that and put it in the house. And coming over here, my lavender. This is my grandfather lavender. This has been in my yard for some time. Has decided to put up new blooms. I don't know why, but I'll leave those there for the last of the pollinators. Planted a few new things in here, and I have some new bulbs that are going to go in, and I moved a hollyhock over here. My rose bush is still hanging on in spite of the beetles. My pasta that the deer ate is coming back. Coming over to my garden, my Mexican marigolds that I planted earlier this year are just flowering, so I hope they survive the storm. All of my new lavender is here. This one's called Platinum Blonde. It's really cool variation. These are just a regular type of lavender, English lavender, which are also setting up blooms. I have no idea why. They're just enjoying the weather, I guess. So they're growing really well, so next year I'll have quite a bit of lavender. More marigolds. Coming over here is my calendula patch, which has been producing quite a bit. I have a nice big batch of calendula drying. I did find out that it's very hard to dry calendula on a rack. It has a lot of resin in it, so it's kind of hard. So I've been putting it in the dehydrator. My peas, you can see my peas that I planted. This is the third planting of peas I put in, is flowering. I'm hoping they survive the hurricane, and so that I might have a few peas to snack on. They were just something fun. I just thought I'd throw the rest of my pea seeds in. Over here is random Jerusalem artichoke, or black oil sunflowers, I think. Growing quite well. Hopefully they survive the hurricane. My Swiss chard still growing strong. I think that should be okay with the hurricane coming. My tomatoes are done, but I just left them growing. Oh, there's a little baby. Bunch onions didn't do much this year, but I think I'll bring them up on the doorstep. Coming over here, our carrots did really well. They're still in. We just are picking them and eating them. My blueberries, of course, I gotta put more pine needles on them. And usually we try to pile up the pine needles about this high over the winter, and that puts some nutrients into them, and it makes your blueberries taste really delicious. Over here are our cucamelons. Oh, Sophie saw a bird. Our cucamelons, which are still growing like crazy. Little baby cucamelons still on here. I've picked, I don't know, probably a liter of these little babies off of here, and they're really good. The kids like them. Well, Lennon likes them. And today, just as an experiment, I had some dill pickle brine left. You see, oh yeah, you can see right there. There's a little flower, still flowering and still growing. I hope they survived the hurricane. But anyway, I had some dill pickle brine left, and I plopped a cup of these into it just to see what they would come out like. There's our cannabis, which is quite tall. Looking really good. These are getting cut down tonight, and they'll get hung to dry for the first stage of drying. My plan is to make some butter, and then I can make edibles for myself for my pain and to help me sleep. I picked off all of the apples that I could get off, all the good ones that I could get off of the tree Saturday. I picked those ahead of the storm, and there's still some on here, as you can see, and they look pretty good this year, but we didn't have as many as we normally do, and they're a good tasting apple. So I'm gonna use them for tea. I'll be getting some cranberries too very soon. So I'm gonna have cranberry apple tea. Over here is my lemon balm patch, and you can see there, I got quite a bit of lemon balm off of that this year. My honeysuckle came back from the brink with its fight with aphids, and that's growing really well. I did get enough off of that to make a nice lip balm. Over here, you know, my butterfly bush, it doesn't seem to do well. It blooms late, and it just doesn't seem to be growing well. So I think I'm going to move that next year. And my cowboy sage seems to be doing really well. I haven't figured out a use for it, but I did figure out what it is. And it smells so good. But that's pretty much the homestead tour. This chestnut tree, haven't seen any chestnuts come down off of it yet. I did scoff another American chestnut from a local tree the other day. So I'm going to plant that as well and try and see if I can grow another one for on the property. There's been a lot of coverage of my business in the media these days, which is nice. And it's exciting. I can offer shipping now. It's about $17.99, and I can ship out in Canada 11 pounds worth of product. So I suggest, if you're looking to order product and you want it shipped, I say make a big order and make it worth your while for paying that much shipping. Yeah, that's pretty much it on the homestead. On Saturday we harvested a bear, so we processed that ourselves, and that's in the freezer. And now, of course, it's hunting season. Come on, Soph! And so we're in full hunting mode. It's muzzleloader season. So yeah, we're in full hunting mode here, and we harvest an animal, we process it ourselves. That's just how we like to do it. Come on. Inside, I got some new little pets. These are sensitive plants. And if you touch them, their leaves curl up. They're sisters. Enjoying the sunlight here. So those are our new pets here, I guess you could say. I just thought I'd give everybody a little bit of an update on the homestead. A little bit of a tour before hurricane or tropical storm or whatever he's calling himself, Teddy, arrives and destroys everything in my yard. But for now, I'm gonna get back to work. I will see you all later.